G'day, I'm Key and this is Tolfo and this is day 2 of racing at Drag Challenge 2022. We're here at Portland, South Coast Raceway. It's going to be an awesome day. Massive road trip last night. Thankfully, not many cars come a cropper. Harry Haig did make some friends with an Australian wildlife, but he's still here and it's going to be an awesome day, awesome 8th mile track. Mate, what are we going to see today?
Well, we've had a bit of moisture overnight, so the crew here at South Coast Raceway are giving it a quick dry off, and then we'll be off and running. So our leaders overall, our top 5 so far after one day's competition, we have Luke Foley, who's I think competed in every single drag challenge, including the first one in his VH Commodore, followed by Dan Zabollocks in that crazy Bollocks HQ, Chris Kaarsberg from Queensland in his Tirana, Harry Haig in that Kangaroo Inflicted HQ, and Trent Blaney in that amazing VL Walkinshaw. So we've got a mix of big blocks and LS in that top 5. Let's see how it pans out after a day's racing today. Let's end it.
So here with some Drag Challenge regulars early this morning in Portland, Corey and Katrina Reid. Now, you guys have done Drag Challenge a lot, but there's been a driver change this year. Tell us a bit about that, Katrina.
Yep, I'm having a go this year. It's my first time doing Drag Challenge. I'm having a great time actually, learning very slowly. I've just got to learn the combination and learn how to change the gears manually. I buggered it up yesterday, but we'll get there. I'm learning, so I'm having a great time. So I'm hoping to do races in Super Street when I do normal drags. So, yeah.
How have you found it so far being in the driver's seat? Sorry, you've been passenger for Corey for quite a few years, so how's the experience changed overall?
It has. It's changed a lot actually. It opens your eyes up. People say it's easy to do, and when you're watching it, oh yeah, why can't you do that? Why don't you do that? But when you're in the driver's seat, it's a total different perspective, and it's pretty nerve-wracking, but it's great fun. I love it. So yeah.
So for people who aren't familiar with the car, I think it's going to upset the Ford purists. Tell us a little bit about it.
It's a LS3, 6.2 litre. So yeah, it's got a Chev engine, which upsets a lot of people. What did we go? The Holden Nationals a few years ago, and we got abused a fair bit for rolling in with a Ford, but until they saw the engine. But no, it's good combination and it's working well. So taking the turbo off this year and just starting fresh.
Yeah, it used to be a pretty wild thing with a turbo on it, and you went quite fast. How are you going from the sidelines? Are you coping all right?
Yeah, it's quite good because I had a lot of fun. Like went bottom 8s in this car, and then she decided she wanted to have a drive. Drove the car 18 months ago, turned way down, and then she was hooked. And then we decided to take the turbo off, sort of put it back to an NA combo, and it's actually a lot nicer to drive on the street, a lot less work, and. Luckily for me, it's got a fuel tech ECU in it, so when she says I was flat out, I can actually look at the data and say, no, you weren't. Yeah, it's good fun.
It's been successful so far. How's your plan for the rest of the week? Are you happy so far with your performance? You got any goals in mind?
Not really. I'd like to get to a low 10 if I can, but yeah, I've just got to learn to do everything correctly and learn to take off right and shift at the right time. But no, I'm happy so far. I'm proud of myself. I'm doing well, so I hope just to finish, get to the end and do a low 10, and yeah, that'll be my goal for the weekend. Yeah.
One of our interest in GJ Driveline's Outlaw Aspirator. Best of luck for the weekend, guys.
Thank you very much.
Cheers. Thank you. So we're here with Darby Hamilton and Mark Whitlar. with this very controversial but super fast barra-powered Tirana. Boys, how's the week going so far?
Yeah, no, it's been good so far. Yesterday we had one good run. It was the first run we've ever done in the car, around 8:40, so we're happy with that. And then, yeah, obviously the long trip down here yesterday and last night took 10 hours. And yeah, the roads weren't the best, but no, we made it here, so that's the main thing.
Yeah, I know, because I think we passed you 4 times chasing photos on the road, saying you were still going late at night. Mark, obviously the Capri hasn't come this year. You're ready to give this a run today. You a little bit homesick for the Capri, or are you happy to drive this?
Honestly, I love driving anything that's got a bit of power, and this Barra thing's certainly got a bit on. So looking forward to it today, and yeah, the Capri will be back in October, November when we do the next one, and me and Dales will be running that one. So yeah, can't wait for today.
So you happy to share the driving duties with him, considering it's your car? No nerves about that?
No, definitely not. No. But yeah, I drive his car when we're doing in his car, so you know, it's all good.
And as in theme with you guys, no trailer. How'd you guys go with all the stuff on the roof on the road? It was okay. You're smiling at me like maybe it wasn't. So
it's not great, definitely not. And there's like, I think our temperatures in the car. We bought this U-Butte aircon, and that wasn't really good. And it was 38 degrees in the car, with no wind down windows, and it was hell. It was hell, yeah.
I saw a pair of earmuffs as well. So for the passengers, so it's obviously a fair bit loud. What about for the rest of the week? You guys have made it here. I know it was long on the road, but you're here. You guys seem in pretty good spirits. What's your aims for the rest of the week now?
Yeah, just try and make it to the end. Yeah. We were happy. Yeah, whatever time it does, we're happy with, just as long as we can get to the finish.
What about for yourself, Mark? Have you got a plan for today in terms of what you expect out of the track, or are you just going to take it as it comes?
Well, I don't really, honestly, I'm a drag racer, but I'm not a experienced one when it comes to tracks. But the guys that are with us, like, they give us a hand in that, and they're all about track conditions and where's that, and we just get told what to do, so like normal.
And in case you didn't see the plates, all the way from Tasmania, what is it about this event that keeps you guys coming back? You literally have to get on a boat to come here, so what is it about it that makes you keep coming back to do it?
Well, it's just a great event. You know, you get to drive on the road, you know, nearly 2,000 Ks in the week, and race the car. You get to race at different tracks. Yeah, it's just a great event.
Yeah, and it's hard as. Like, you can't get any harder than Drag Challenge, and if you can do Drag Challenge, your car's a street car.
You're beautiful. Yeah. All right, thanks, fellas. Best of luck for the week.
No worries.
Just want to say good day to my wife, Lizzie, and my daughter, Willow, and also Darby.
I'd like to say hello to my wife, Eliza, and my 3 boys, Matthew, Winston, and Hugh.
Hello to everybody back home.
Yeah.
So this here, that's your oil filter. Yep. And so what they say is when you connect the black and the red, when you touch with your pop with this, the screw is a
So we're with Anthony Burns in his super clean R31 Skyline, Turbo LS and manual as well, but it didn't seem to go too well for you yesterday on the start line. Tell us a bit about it.
Not many teeth left on the crown wheel after the launch, so it looked like it was a meth addict from way back, which it probably was a little bit, but being a Skyline, most of them have been owned by meth addicts at some point, haven't they, these R31s, so, but no, we got it out and got it to Adam over at ATS, and struggled. He had some diff gears on the shelf, so we're lucky with that, and helped us pull it apart and helped us line everything back up and track down some bearings for us, which sort of slowed us down. Otherwise we would have been back a lot earlier in the day, but by the time we got it all assembled and got back, and we were about 5 o'clock, we were out of the pits with it all running and driving again, so it was good. Yeah.
And you told me that because of the 6-speed, so still T56 this car with the LS, cruise is really easy on the road.
Yeah, no, really good. It was 1700 at about 105, so we zinged along, it was fine. And Dan who's travelling with me is the guy that tuned the car, so he was laptoping his stuff while we were doing it, and he got the AFRs down and the fuel economy. We got from Bendigo to, or Maryborough to here on under half a tank with a turbo. It's like, that was insane. We're literally draining out excess petrol now that we've got nowhere to put because of the fuel economy picked up so much on the drive. It was really good. But yeah, just cruised. Like, the challenge part is not the road part for this car. The challenge part is getting off the line without blowing the diff to bits. So it's good. Drive's good.
So going to that track performance, what sort of your aim for the rest of the week? Other than blowing under the diff, what sort of times are you hoping for?
Anything. Honestly, I'd like something in the 10s by the end of the week, but I'll be happy if we get to the end of the week and it's in one piece and we haven't had to work on it again. But honestly, yeah, 10 would be nice. That's the goal for it. But day 5 in one piece. Yeah, beautiful.
All right, thanks, mate. So we've come and found Bruce Howie again. If you missed yesterday's video, unfortunately his day got off to a horrible start when he smashed his diff to a million pieces. Mate, you rebuilt it in the pits, hit the track, kind of give us a rundown of how your day went from there.
Eventually we had about an hour to spare, so it was all right. It was a bit stressful till then. Mate Willie turned up from with a couple of bits that I needed, and got it back together, went out and did a pass, ran a 10.7, which I was pretty happy with, but then the heat of the day, I thought, oh, we'll give it another couple of goes. Had another couple of goes, it wasn't any quicker, so. But anyway, I was very happy that it sort of all come together, and yeah, we got a couple of passes in, so that was good. And then we were the last to leave. I think we left about 5:30 and just cruised here, and we were lucky enough to dodge the kangaroos, but poor old Harry scored one. But yeah, we got here, I think it was 2 o'clock in the morning, and rolled out the swags, and under clear skies. And then 5 o'clock started piss and rain, so I had to sit in the car, and then we went to town for breakfast. So, but all good at the minute. So, yeah.
And I don't want to jinx us, but I've just seen the sun come out for the first time this morning, I think, since about 5. So hopefully we can get some racing. And how are you feeling about today on the track? You feeling confident? I know you got a slightly weaker diff, but...
No. The diff's just got second-hand gears in it now, which have never given any problem. The other ones were brand new. So I'm just going to send it, so we'll just see what happens. Yeah. That's the whole idea, is to keep going as much as we can till we run out of parts, and then, trying to be at the end.
So with racing for you, 8th mile, does it change much of the process being a manual? Do you still run it out all 4 gears, or...?
This car does, yeah. Last time we were here when it rained as well, I think it was 2019, we ended up and ahhing about changing the diff from the road gears, which are 308s, to the 411. So we left the road gears in because it was less work, and ended up just using first and second. But yeah, it still went all right. But here with these gears and this little engine with a 200 shot, it goes into 4th, way before the 8th. So.
Well, it's great to see you here, mate, and best of luck for the rest of the week.
Thank you.
So we found our favourite YouTube channel, Hackshop Garage, and it seems that between Heathcote and Portland, the Fairlane's had a bit of a glow up. New paint, new stripes. What's going on here, fellas?
We found out that green goes faster, so we did a bit of a mad rush, some Dukes of Hazzard, and panel beated it, painted it green, and put some chrome bumpers on it. Kind of blends in a bit more. So yeah, she's green now and looks like a HQ.
And I know you really don't like these 70s Holdens, Michael, so you must be spewing.
Oh, look, it is what it is. We're just going to have to deal with it, I suppose. At least it's running. That's the important thing. The Fairlane's running great.
Yeah.
That's the important thing here.
Yeah.
All right, we'll cut the act. What actually happened, Nathan?
So, as you know, the problems that happened on scrutineering day, we got up 5:30 in the morning to get to Heathcote on Tuesday, and the trans didn't want to shift. So then 4 hours later, we fixed it. We were on our way, and 20 minutes out of Heathcote, we spat the converter seal, and transfluid went everywhere.
I mean, everywhere. Everywhere is, yeah, we dumped a lot, all in one go.
And I hear that the reason the car's not here is because the converter itself was not happy about that whole episode.
No, so it's actually worn out the converter bearing. It's just gouged the converter bearing and then the race inside the gearbox as well too. So it's toast. We can't fix that now.
But the awesome thing is you guys are still here, and as we said, we've got a nice green Fairlane behind us now. So tell us a bit about this car and then what your plan is for the rest of the week now.
So this is our HQ that we put a Holy Sniper on. And we've only really just got working the last couple of weeks. So we thought, we'd test drive across the state and come along for the drag challenge. And did the 400k journey from home to here really, really well, except we ran out of fuel when we drove into Portland. But yeah, now our plan is just to follow along with the event and catch up with everybody else's story and record a weekend as well too for our channel and enjoy it, I guess. And not the stress of having to get the Fairlane across the line.
Yeah. We can get everyone else's stresses.
Beautiful. All right, we'll keep an eye on the Hack Shop Garage YouTube channel for more awesome content.
Pretty good. I was ready with the right.
Here with the Daniels Bollocks HQ. The guys have pulled, looks like the valve train out at the moment. Frank said he's willing to talk to us, but he's not going to stop working. So we'll make do with this and see what we can find out. Frank, I'm going to be a pain in the ass and ask you what's going on right now.
Well, drag challenge, yeah?
Yep.
It starts off with, we have a good first day. We struggled a bit with, power management at Heathcote. But we finished, I think we're left with second place with a 794. So everyone does their jobs, packs up, hit the road. First stop, we've got to stop at the pub, have something to eat, have something to drink. And we're driving along, the torturous, 400k journey. And I'm behind Daniel in the XA and telling one of the crew guys, this time round we've built an engine with a camshaft and everything to suit drag challenge.
Yes.
Not even 50 k's later, Daniel pulls over. He goes, I heard a noise, so I'm going to stop. All right, start the car up. We give it a rev. I said, yeah, it's something rocker related. Take the valve springs off, the valve covers off, and we had a broken valve spring. And it broke so bad that it popped the retainer that holds the valve spring off, and somehow it's bent the valve and jammed the rocker and the valve all together. And man, we're in the middle of nowhere. I think it was like 1 o'clock in the morning. So we decided to, with Harry, thanks to Harry Haig and Adam from MPW and all the boys stopping. That's the beauty of drag challenge, camaraderie. Everyone pulls over and helps.
Yes.
So someone had some rubber hose, and then what we did is we wedged we needed to keep the lifter in its hole without the lifter popping out. So what we've done is we needed something that could push down on the push rod, keeping it down. And all we could come up with a bit of rubber hose, and we clamped it down with the old rocker trunnion. So we basically had it sitting like that, and we drove another 200 k's to here. So we got here at 4 o'clock this morning, and then we just made the decision. We waited a bit long, but now we've made the decision to try and fix it and see what we can do. And here we are, pulling the cylinder head off.
I think that's pretty much drag challenge in a nutshell. So we're going to leave these boys to it and hope they can get out on track
Come
today.
back later and hopefully we'll give you a better update.
Yeah, beautiful.
And in the morning when it turns to light, you gotta quote and So with day 2 of competition done and dusted, we leave Portland, sadly, but it means we get to head to Mildura and drive through the majestically beautiful Grampian Mountains, which are part of today's cruise route. Some of the cars are getting tested out a bit more up these hills than they did at the track today. I mean, high stall converters are all the rage at the track, but not so much for these hills.
Pop's thirsty, buddy.
Mr. Hallass himself, everything's going swell, I see.
As you can see, you know, everything's just fine in our camp. Nothing, no problems at all.
How'd you go on track today, mate? I saw one pass and it made me jump. How was the rest of the day?
No, I had a good time today. I remembered how much fun this car was. It was sideways across the finish line. I had a fat time, so yeah, good day.
But before that, I had to give you a hug. We've got some nose adjustments on old mate Pop.
We've hit a roo last night and a wallaby, so if anyone's got a centreline cap, the wallaby's taken out my other side one, so I need one of them. So if someone wants to donate one, I'd be really appreciative.
There you go, that's a call out for a centreline cap.
Yeah.
So mate, where are we heading to tonight?
I don't know where we go, Mildura, but wherever we get to before I fall asleep.
Wherever the beer is.
That'll work too.
We'll see him tomorrow night at Mildura.
Let's hope.
So we're here at the checkpoint of day 2 with Mark and his awesome Pontiac. Mate, how's the drive been so far?
Oh, terrific. Been absolute balls. It's the first time I've ever done it, and I'll do it again if I get the opportunity. Been really great. Good people about us, and yeah, no, thoroughly enjoyed it so far.
So you enjoyed the nice twisty roads here we've got in the Grampians, Lake Belfield?
I love driving this car through that sort of thing. It's just to be tempted not to overdo it, but yeah.
How's the racing been for you?
Yeah, pretty good. Yeah, pretty consistent. Well, yeah, I had to have half a dozen goes to try and get me time back to where to make it consistent. Had to go a bit slower today. Had to back off a bit.
So Mark's running in the Vibrant Performance DYO class, so consistency is super key. Dial into your first time and get it as close as you can. So you have some all right luck with that, but still trying to chase it?
Oh yeah, I got within about 0.9, I think. It's about the best I could do.
No worries, well best of luck for the rest of the week.
Thank you very much.
No worries.
It's the end of day 2. We're here at the checkpoint in the beautiful Grampian Mountains. The day started off a bit soggy at Portland, but the clouds parted and the sun came through and it dried up rather nicely. There's a few good numbers put down today. What did you make of it?
A lot of nice 5-second passes. Some boys are really pushing to enter the 4-second club tomorrow night in Mildura, so we're going to catch you then. But before we do that, we've really got to thank our sponsors: Tough Mounts, Turbo Smart, Haltech, Pacemaker, Speedpo, GJ Drivelines, Vibrant Performance, and Cool Wrap. We'll catch you tomorrow for some awesome Twilight racing.